Hey guys, I am sitting out here. My kids are taking a nap. Sitting on the floor just because it's easier to just put my phone by the window. I'm going to do a reading really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my cards real quick. And hope you guys are doing okay. Yesterday was not a day for me. But today I woke up, I went to bed earlier, significantly earlier last night. And sometimes that's all you need is more rest. Feel significantly better than I did yesterday. Yesterday too, I just, some days you have moments where you're just like doubting yourself and your abilities as a person. And like, am I really like doing the best I can? And some days some days are a struggle. So yesterday was one of those days, but we're not in that energy anymore. It's a new day, and I'm gonna go ahead and start this reading. First card I'm pulling up, Upright, 10 of Pentacles, starting off strong. Wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution, so abundance. You are about to see some abundance. If you haven't already, seen some synchronicities, take this as a confirmation that the abundance is on its way. It's headed towards you. Don't lose faith. It's coming. It'll all be when the time is right. King of Pentacles, upright, wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, generosity. Again, I'm telling you guys, I just shuffled these cards, like, I swear to God. I don't know why I said that. Maybe like you have doubts. So yeah, maybe you've doubted God. Maybe you've doubted, man, is like, are these gifts really gonna come? Is this actually gonna happen? And this is God telling you, like, two confirmations. Abundance is headed your way. It is coming, whether it be, and like I said, it says family on the cards, leadership, security. So this doesn't have to just be about money. It can be, if you've always wanted to feel like more connections, like let's say you feel like you have a limited number of people you can count on, that you can really depend on. Your soul family, like, this is confirmation. Soul family is coming. Soul family is headed its way. You just have to continue being open, to that, open to the connections headed your way. Obviously, use your intuition and don't just willingly trust anybody. But soul fam is coming. Abundance is coming. Upright, 8 of Swords. All of a sudden, I couldn't read the Roman numerals. My brain was like, what? 8 of Swords, negative thoughts, self-imposed restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, entrapment. Yeah, it could also be, so negative thoughts could be self-doubt, not feeling like you can trust your own judgment, not feeling like you can trust your intuition. And maybe that's something that you've been healing the past couple years or months. Maybe that, you grew up a certain way where you just really had a lot of self-doubt and imposter syndrome, or really just like didn't feel capable of the things that you were capable of because of people's projections put on you. But you're breaking out of that cycle. You're aware of where those thoughts come from, and that they're not from you. I kind of tripped up a second ago. So yeah, those thoughts are not from you. King of Wands, upright, natural leader. You're a visionary. You're an entrepreneur. You see the big picture. You're overcoming. There have been so many obstacles in your way, so many life challenges, whether that be big things, like for example, for me, like recently, being estranged from family and cutting off family, and then all of the projections from doing that. And yeah, so I had a brain fart. I don't even know why I was getting into that, but maybe that's something, I just literally lost my train of thought. But maybe that's something, maybe it could be conflict with family that was a big obstacle. Maybe it could be feeling stuck in a situation, or feel like you're stuck in in a town that you've been in. Let's say you grew up in one spot and you just so badly or like, I want to get out of here, like, you know, there's so much more I want to explore. There's so many different things that I want to try, and I'm limited here. And you're breaking out of that. You're breaking free. My brain all of a sudden, breaking free, we're soaring, flying. Yeah, High School Musical. Maybe you watched that recently. Maybe that was like a favorite like childhood movie. Camp Rock. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. I literally loved Demi Lovato. I felt like I related to her so much. So yeah. Anyways, you're a natural leader. You're a visionary, and you may have always had like big dreams, and people, you know, would project on you. Maybe that's family members, maybe that's like friends, maybe it's teachers, you know, but like, you know, would project like these feelings of what, like that, do you even know like what your odds are, you know, like that kind of thing, or you know that's going to require a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of money. And you know, sending doubt your way, you know, maybe you had a lot of that in your life, but no, you're like, no, I believe in myself and I know what I'm capable of, and you see the big picture, you know. You are not like a materialistic person, you know. Obviously we do live like in a physical world, like, you know, and we do need money to survive, like you need money, but like you're not somebody who is like what's what I'm looking for, like you're not like, ooh, I need designer, you know, I need Louis Vuitton and Chanel and a certain kind of car, like I only use these brands. Like, no, you're about like quality, yes, but also like what is ethical, and you know what's ethical like for you. But yeah, you're not what's the word I'm looking for, like not blindsided, man, I can't think of the word, entertained. Like materialism is not, you know, something that you're like, this is so important to me. I just like kind of move the cards. I don't know, maybe you have like some OCD tendencies. Stumbling on my words a little bit, but I'm gonna pull my next card. Ace of Pentacles, upright, abundance. Oh my God, take this as confirmation. Thank you, Spirit, thank you. Like, you know, we got 10 of Pentacles, we got Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you know, three of the Pentacles. Take that as confirmation. Abundance is headed your way. Your manifestations, they are coming true. Trust God, trust the universe. Something that somebody said recently was like, you know, some people don't believe in like spirituality and God and stuff like that, and it's like, you literally, like, you live on Earth, you know, you're on a freaking floating rock in space. And to me that was like, oh my gosh, like so true. We're literally living on a rock that is floating in space, and it can like trip you out sometimes when you think about certain things, but it's like, yes, like, you know, other people may have projected like doubt, and maybe even you doubted yourself at times, but like God, like especially for me, like, sorry, I'm like self-reflecting, but like I can really just the past couple years look back and see how much Spirit has had a hand in where I'm at today, you know. And part of that too, you know, because also like, you know, what's really for, like wearing your own crown, part of that, it also comes from like me accepting, you know, accepting Spirit. Spirit's like, you know, giving me signs and symptoms signs and synchronicities. And I mean, you know, some things could be like symptoms, like feeling, yeah. Anyways, and the same thing for you is happening, you know, like you can have all these signs and synchronicities, but part of it is accepting, like, you know, it's so easy for people to just be like, oh, what a coincidence. And it's like, I don't know if you've heard the saying, coincidences are God's way of remaining anonymous. And ever since I heard that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it makes so much sense, because the amount of things that will happen, and it's just like, that's a coincidence. Like, I see what you did there, God. You know, you're feeling that right now. It's like, you're seeing it. You're seeing all these things. Your third eye chakra is like very much opened, and yeah, like clearly with all of this, like all of your chakras, they are aligned. You are awake, you know, you are hearing and seeing and feeling this, and you are blessed, like truly already, like just to be, you know, alive. Like we are blessed, and yes, there's suffering in the world too, but like there is so much like blessings in just being here. But especially like depending on like where you're at, because you know, I know there's other aspects like where you are living that can affect that. But yeah, so but truly, like being alive is a blessing in itself, and you are aware and awake and burp, like I just confirmation burp. You know all of these things, like you're seeing all the blessings, and they're going to continue to keep pouring in, you know. You financial, and like, you know, it's the Ace of Pentacles. I'm sure like you guys know this deck. Like you see the coin, you're being handed like your coin, you're being handed your, what do they sell it, hand me the bag, like yeah, you're getting handed your bag. Yeah, either like literal, like maybe you may be gifted some money, maybe like you get on your bank account, maybe there's like something too, like social media, maybe you've always wanted to be like a social media creator and things are going to take off for you. Take this as a sign. Maybe there's like a book, maybe there's something that you've always wanted to write, produce, maybe that's music, like a film. Maybe you're artistic in the sense of like painting and stuff, but like, and you're gonna sell your first like ever canvas or your first ever like work. But yeah, be prepared and accept that these blessings are coming your way. I want you to say like, I accept these blessings, you know. And I just pulled the Hierophant upright. In institutions, tradition, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bond and mercy, wisdom, trust. Yeah, so like maybe too, like with the Hierophant, you have like deconstructed, you know, and I can totally relate on that because I've talked a little bit about it before, but like when I was in high school, I was very heavily like in the Southern Baptist like church, you know, and I was in that for those 4 years, and then a little bit in college, and then I kind of like got away from like church in general, and then was still like only what's it called, like recognizing myself as like a Christian, versus like now I am more open, and I feel like, you know, no religion is I don't want to say like right or wrong, but like, you know, I feel like all religions kind of pull inspiration from each other, like the religious texts and stuff. And like, who am I to say like what you believe in is wrong, and who are you to say like what I believe in is wrong? You know what I mean? And so maybe like you're also on that same wavelength of like, I believe in what I believe, and I, you know, pray or yeah, like meditate, like anything like that. And it's, you know, you're speaking to whoever you feel like you are, like your God, to spirit, and you know, you're not going to reject like how other people believe and feel. And I can relate to that. I think I talked in another video about like, I recently joined a Universal Unitarian Church, and like if you would have told me, you know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago that I would have done that, I would have been like, what? First of all, I would have been like, what is Universal Unitarianism, and like how do I fit in that? But yeah, so like, let's just say you can relate with that, like deconstructing old values or pulling some from, you know, past experiences, and like being open to you know, different things. Like I just heard a loud thump, so take that as confirmation, but like you're a free thinker. I'm gonna pull another one. Four of Swords. I heard bumping again. My dog just got up, so maybe like somebody doesn't want you to hear this. Maybe somebody's trying to distract you, or something. Exhaustion, burnout, deep contemplation, stagnation, restlessness, stress. This was me yesterday. I was totally feeling like so burnt out, and maybe you're coming out of this energy, and like, yeah, just know, like, don't stay stuck in it. You know, it's okay to be exhausted. Like, there's so much happening in the world. It is easy to feel overwhelmed and fatigued, but allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to take care of yourself, you know, feel all the feelings, and then, you know, you gotta keep pushing forward and keep trusting. Keep hearing more knocking. I'm gonna pull another card. Seven of Swords reverse, coming clean, rethinking approach, deception, self-deceit, keeping secrets. So, yeah, maybe, and this person's like picking up all the swords. Self-deceit, keeping secrets, regaining or losing control, mastery, choices, responsibility, myth, secrets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. I pulled this card, and coming clean, rethinking approach. It's yellow. It was all yellow. Ooh. It was reversed though, and normally I take reversals, but I'm gonna actually read it upright because of all the noise and everything that's been trying to distract. This is, yeah, somebody else's energy is what I'm taking it as. Somebody betrayed you or is lying, or maybe someone has been like painting you to be in a certain image, lying on your behalf, or maybe you had a falling out with someone, and yeah, they can't keep you out of their mouth. They are just trying to villainize you. Yeah, and they're trying to trickery, acting strategically. Yeah, they're trying to I wanted to say F with your way of thinking about yourself, others' way of thinking about you too, you know, but you don't care about how these other people feel about you or think about you, because they, like, people that truly matter, people that are important in your lives, like, they will know you, and they will know like that those are lies. They will know that this person or group of people is like either exaggerating or just blatantly lying. And if they do like have any thoughts, you know, they'll come to you and they will ask you like, what is going on? Why am I hearing this? I'm gonna pull another card. The Sun upright, positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. Yeah. So yeah, I really feel like that other card, the Seven of Swords reverse, is not your energy. That is someone else's energy, like, and they're projecting that on you. And yeah, like positivity. You're like, you're in this abundance, you know, you are in this abundant, I don't want to say like era, but like you're in a new timeline, and you know, all of these challenges, everything that you've been going through, like, it is, I don't want to say like, you know, it's made you stronger, but like, it's not in vain, hasn't been in vain. Obviously some things it's like, did I really have to go through that? But at the end of the day, like, you know, there's a lot of things that you can't change or wouldn't want to, because you wouldn't be exactly where you are in this moment. And I can feel that, you know, like, I think about like me, my husband, like my kids, and we'll have conversations where we're like, man, if this would have been different, then maybe we would still be, you know, in California, or maybe, you know, and it's like, yeah, but if that would have happened, we wouldn't be in the timeline that we are. We wouldn't be in like present day where we are, the life that we have now. And so that is what I'm hearing, like, that is what you need to be reminded of. Like, obviously, like, really painful things may have been happening the past couple years or past couple months. You may have been going through a lot, and this isn't to like discredit or discount like any of the pain or hardships that you've been through, but it's just to let you know, like, you know, you're in this specific timeline for a reason, and like, know that obviously with being a human, there is suffering, but it's never going to be as hard as it was previously. Like, you know, and part of that being because you trust and you have spirit, you know, and you also have yourself. And maybe that's something that you didn't really like grasp in the past, was like how you have a friend in yourself. You are your own best friend, and you are the longest friend you've ever had. And you can lean on yourself and your own intuition and your own experiences, and trust in yourself, because you are on the right path. You've been on the right path, and you know at the end of the day, to your core, like what is best for you, and you know, the next steps like you need to take. But I am feeling good. I picked 9 cards, and this feels like a complete reading. And so I'm gonna end this here. And if you got anything from this, if you feel like you saw yourself in this video, anything resonated with you, then please go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Please subscribe if you're new here and you want to stick around. I really appreciate it. My lips are like really dry right now. I feel like I need water. Maybe drink some water. If you are also like, dang, you know what? I haven't drank a lot of water today. Taking a deep breath, like maybe meditating, take that as a sign if that's something you like to do, or you feel like you need to do that right now. But gonna close out the video, and I will see you guys in my next one.